An unusual event for the Royal Bahamas Police Force, releasing crime stats mid-year. But Commissioner Shanta Knowles felt it necessary to get the word out that the force is seeing major successes in its ongoing fight against crime. The commissioner is also hoping the figures released today will help put the public's mind at ease. For the first half of the year, statistics provided by the Royal Bahamas Police Force show an overall reduction in major crimes across the board by some 14% versus the same period last year.
There were regional decreases across the board at rates of 15% in New Providence, 11% in Grand Bahama, and 6% in the Family Islands District.
Police Commissioner Shanta Knowles providing that information in her first ever mid-year report, which comes as she also marks 6 months in that chair. The Commissioner's report shows crimes against the person down some 30%. This category includes homicides, which have fallen by 27%, with 44 incidents this year versus 60 in 2024. The overall solvency rate stands at 64%.
Victims between the ages of 18 and 45 represents 84% of all homicides. Again, retaliation, gang, and conflict continues to trend as the most common motives for murder, representing 64% collectively.
In addition to homicides, armed robberies are down 42%, stolen vehicles, house and shop break-ins as well. The RBPF also reporting significant firearm and ammunition seizures, with some 196 firearms and more than 8,300 rounds of ammunition removed from our streets. Success to report too, drug transshipment.
For the first part of the year, we were able to seize an estimated 2,691 pounds of marijuana, 10 marijuana plants, and 2,130 pounds of cocaine. As a result, we arrested 873 persons and charged 680 of them for illegal drug possession offenses.
Commissioner Knowles revealing as well Monday that sexual offences also decreased by 30%, with 87 incidents reported in the first 6 months of this year compared to 125 last year. These offences include rape, unlawful sexual intercourse, and attempted rape. With the release of data showing a downward trend in crime comes questions about what's behind this noticeable drop and what's being done to police the organization. Well, our coverage continues now with Corvell Pfeiffer.
This commissioner's appointment to the top chair earlier this year was welcomed as historic, praised for shattering the glass ceiling and for bridging the gender equality gap. Conversely, though, Commissioner Shanta Knowles' ascension to the top chair came at a time that the RBPF's public image was badly wounded, diminishing public confidence in the force's ability to make a meaningful impact on the country's crime woes, and lingering questions about whether the force engendered a culture of corruption. It was to that last point the commissioner took grave exception. She defended her officers, saying that the force is made up overwhelmingly of good, honest men and women.
So please, give us the credit where the credit is due. These are good people who are on our police force. Yes, we know that there are some bad apples, and as we find them, we will weed them out.
An overall decrease in major crimes across the board so far this year when compared to this time last year. It's a proud moment for Commissioner Knowles, who took the helm at the RBPF this past January. But she's not taking the credit all for herself. She shares it with a higher power and her men and women.
I believe the good Lord is working with the Royal Bahamas Police Force even more than he has before. And I believe that the officers understand truly their mandate to go out there and give true service to the Bahamian people, and they are doing just that.
Many of the problems, situations, issues, or whatever term you care to use do predate Commissioner Knowles' tenure as chief. But as she gets the credit for successes, these too will now also be her crosses to bear.
I want to say that all the success that we talk about today and that is coming under my commissionership is because of the men and women who sit at the table with me and the men and women who patrol our streets every day.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pfeiffer.